Hey everyone, welcome back. So based on the thumbnail of this video, you guys already know this is my subscription box MVPs for the month of May. Now, I don't normally do this, but I'm also going to show you some items that I was just like, oh no, why? I want to thank Skillshare for sponsoring this video yet again. Skillshare is an online learning community where millions of people come together to take the next step into their creative journey. Skillshare empowers you to accomplish real growth. The classes found on Skillshare are meant to work with every single person's schedule, so they're set up in short lessons that last less than 60 minutes. They have a wide variety of classes covering a series of topics from arts and crafts, photography, film and video, and so much more. I myself have participated in several classes, and of course my favorites are going to be video and photography. With that said, I have recently experienced another feature which I'm really excited for, and that is the suggested feature. Based on the classes that I've participated in and or demonstrated interest in, Skillshare sends me emails with suggestions on classes I may be interested in, as well as information on new classes that are related to topics that I've expressed interest in. Being that it is a platform that offers so much education, it's really nice to get some key suggested classes that I can participate in that might actually spark additional interest. What makes it even more awesome is that joining Skillshare is very affordable. You can get a 1-year subscription for less than $10 a month. Now, we do have this promotion going on where the first 1,000 people to click the link in the description box to join Skillshare will get their very first month of Skillshare Premium for free. There are no commitments and you can cancel at any time. However, this is a very exciting promotion, so make sure you click the link in the description box and take advantage of your first month of Skillshare Premium for free. Let's get into my faves. I'm going to show you the individual products, and I have notes because I unbox so many beauty boxes every single month. It's kind of hard to keep track of what I got in which box. The first item I'm going to show you, it's the Tarte Micellar Magic Water. This I received in my BoxyCharm PR base box, and literally like I have it here and I use it every single day. It is a regular micellar water, but I think the reason why I absolutely love it is because of the packaging. Like, this little pumping mechanism is so convenient. I don't have to worry about twisting a cap to open it up. I can just take my little cotton pad, pop it in here, and do what I have to do. I love this packaging. I feel like everyone should get this packaging, but that's just me. If you followed my channel at all for the month of May, then you know that I unboxed a ton of BoxyCharm boxes and I explained what it was. Short version, I was doing a little experiment, so I paid for a ton more base boxes. One of my base boxes included this product over here, which is what I have on my skin right now. It literally is perfect, like the perfect tone for my skin. It just smells really nice too. I mean, it doesn't smell like super like cocoa, but it still smells really nice. It's just like the perfect tone for my olive skin. My second paid BoxyCharm base box included this product over here. If you're like a neutral person and you're all about your neutral tones, then you're gonna absolutely love this palette. And even if you like your pops of color, I think this is a really nice palette to have as part of your collection. I looked at it and was like, okay, like it's really, really neutral. And you guys know I love my eyeshadows, but when I applied it, she performed so much better than I thought it would based on the way it looked. I was not disappointed with this palette at all. And again, based on that specific variation, this was my favorite product. And in fact, I've used it several times. Do you guys see how messy it is already? So it's really good that I received it in my box because I've been enjoying it. My third paid BoxyCharm base box, I have nothing to show you that I loved. I just don't. It's just one of those things. I just don't, and I'm just like, boa. Some of the items, and I have an item that will be from that box, but it's not going to be featured in the MVP items that I loved because I just know. So we're going to move on to the next product. My Ipsy Glam Bag Plus included this product over here. No lie, I had a really hard time trying to figure out which one was my fave out of my Glam Bag Plus because I did not have any complaints. It was one of those boxes that I was really looking forward to trying every single item. But this is one of those products that I can just apply on my brows. They still look really natural and I don't have to apply any additional product but this, and it kind of holds them in place. So I've really been enjoying this. And I think my favorite part is the fact that the wand is so small. a lot of the brow gels that I have received and or already owned were pretty thick. Like they kind of look like mascara ones, but this one, because my brows are not that thick, I fill them in, they look thick, but this one over here is like the perfect size for my brows. I know some people are not gonna agree with me, but let's talk BoxyCharm Premium for the month of May. Here's my favorite. There's this whole spiel. Check out the other videos, I'll link them down below. This is full size. I know, doesn't look like it. It looks like a sample, but it's not. It is full size. This was my very favorite product for the month of May out of my premium box. And I did get it in PR, so this is the one from my PR. I ended up getting the very same variation for my paid box, which is why I'm only showing you one of these, because I literally got the same box. So yeah. My Glow Addict beauty box included so many really nice items, but the one that stood out to me was this over here. It is a palette by Okalon, and it looks like a dupe for a Too Faced palette. Guys, honestly, like the pigmentation in the shades that I've used so far, because I've only done like maybe 2 or 3 tutorials with this palette, but these shades over here all perform so well. Really pigmented, blended out really nicely. Like I had 0 complaints with this palette to this date. And to be honest, like they've included really nice palettes, but I think so far to date, I haven't actually done my unboxing for June, but to date, this might be my favorite palette they've sent over. Let's talk the Chic Beauty box. Now this box, to be fair, it's the May-June box because it is a bi-monthly box. However, if you haven't seen the video, if you haven't seen any of these unboxings, I'm gonna link them down below in the description box. You gotta make sure you go check them out. This box right here was fire. I'm not kidding, it was fire. And I'm gonna show you, out of all the brands that they included, we're talking Milk Makeup, Too Faced. The product that I liked out of it all the most was a Maybelline palette. I know, who is she? What in the world is she thinking? I know what you're thinking. But here's the thing. I've had my eye on this palette for quite some time, but because I had a pretty bad, like a really bad experience with a previous palette that Maybelline had created, which is the gold palette, I was afraid to dive in, spend, $15 on an eyeshadow palette, and then it turns out it was just no bueno. So I kind of skipped on it, and the fact that I got it in a beauty box and it was really good, like I'm so happy about. And yes, they included Milk Makeup, and it was between this, the Milk Makeup, like all 3 were freaking amazing, and I was like eeny, meeny, miny, mo, and then I was like, I can't do that. Like the eyeshadow palette, I'm an eyeshadow palette lover, and this one really impressed me. I unboxed the Bijou beauty box in the month of May, and I really wasn't able to choose not one item that was a favorite, that performed beautifully, and I'm gonna get into that in a second. The last item I am featuring as an MVP for the month of May are these Tom sunglasses. These are the Australia ones, and they're like everything. I actually like them with my hair up even more, okay? So these are really, really beautiful, comfortable. I love that because my eyes are so sensitive to light. This completely like just I don't know, like shields my eyes from everything that is like super bright. I've been wearing them 24/7, and I get DMs like, girl, do you ever take them off? No, I don't, because they're really, really nice. And what's great is I have backups, and just stay tuned because they're gonna be a part of a giveaway over on Instagram. Now let's get into the ones that were like, why? No. And if you have an idea as to what I should call them, I know somebody calls them like, oh God knows and whatever, but if you have an idea as to what I should call the ones that were not that great, leave it down below for me, please. I'd really appreciate if you'd help me kind of name that category, because if there are items that would fall under that category, it would be amazing if I can talk about it and be honest with you guys. I just don't know what to call them. The good ones are MVPs. The ones that weren't that great, what should we call them? Let me know down below. Okay, so we're gonna start off with BoxyCharm items because, what happened? The first one is this Deborah Lip Mint duo. These duos have been featured in the past, not the very same shades. Either way, they were featured in the past. This was sent to me in one of the base boxes, which were new accounts. So technically they were not repeats for me or specifically for that account because it was a brand new account. So there was no history of the account having received these. However, the Deborah Lip Mint brand just does not work for me. It's not my jam. I don't like how it applies. I feel like it's kind of streaky. I don't think it dries nicely, and it never lasts more than a few hours on my nails. And so it's one of those formulas that I do not like. So having received this, and then I received another one of this in another box. I was like, what happened? And I feel like we're kind of past this brand. I'm not trying to be mean. I love my BoxyCharm. You guys know I'm obsessed with BoxyCharm, but I feel like if we're gonna include nail polishes, maybe we should include brands that we haven't seen before. Expose us to other brands like London Town, which I absolutely love. And I think that if they were to include London Town, you guys would love it too. It is the only nail polish brand I use on a day-to-day at home. The next item I received in BoxyCharm that I was like, but what happened? Like, what happened is this bar shampoo. Like, a lot of people were kind of shocked, and not in a good way, that like they sent over a bar shampoo. But I don't know, some people really liked the idea of it because they use bar shampoo for their hair and it's really hydrating and stuff. The scent is not where it needs to be for me. And then on top of that, it literally reminds me of a soap and a rope. Like, I can appreciate that they're trying to expose us to something different, but I would never use this for my hair. So I think I'm just gonna set this to the side, put this like in a little potted container, and I'm gonna use this as a brush cleanser, as a whole bunch of you guys suggested, because I just can't. The scent is too much for my hair. I like more florally, lavender-y type of scents for my hair, and this is just way too much, at least for me, for my hair as a scent. And I don't know, I found it a little weird, kind of out there. I don't know. Moving on to Bijou Beauty Box. Now, I want to be clear. I enjoy my Bijou Beauty Box every single month. This is the very first time that I can say that I was just like, what happened? And I'm being honest here. I feel like this palette over here, the packaging is everything, but these shades were not blendable in a good way. The pigmentation was there, but it would kind of like blend away when you would blend on top of it. So you had to work for that pigmentation, and they look really pigmented, but they're patchy. Some of them are powdery. Like, this blue is beautiful, but once you started blending away, it would just go away. It would just like go away. It was just a lot of work and effort to put into in order to create a look. And then some of the shades were not able to blend together well. It was stressful to try to create a look and blend the shades together and make it work. And so that's why I was like, what happened? Because the outside was amazing and the inside was just like, and then we have the NYX Cosmic Gel Liner. This was such a pretty color. Like, look how nice that is. But it was dry. It was patchy, and the only way to make it work was using a mixing medium, which I feel like, and this is not on Bijou, this is all on NYX Cosmetics, in my opinion. I feel like when you're developing a product, it should be uniform and it should work wonderfully. Like, if your black gel liner is smooth and it's opaque and it's just a beautiful formula, then all your formulas should be the same. And if you can't make it the same, don't release it until you're able to do that. And this was just, it was just hard to work with in terms of having to use the mixing medium, blend it in. It got a little messy, and then really try to apply it. So although I like this shade and it was really nice to try something different, I feel like NYX Cosmetics could have done a better job with the formula. Those were my subscription box MVPs for the month of May. Let me know down below if you feel the same about some of the items. If you disagree, that's perfectly fine. We're all human. We're all entitled to our opinions. And whether or not you received some of these items in your boxes. If you haven't checked out my most recent videos, no worries. I am going to make sure they pop here on screen. Make sure you click on those to check them out. I'm sure you're going to enjoy those as well. Thank you so much for spending a few minutes out of your day with me, and I'll see you guys very, very soon. Bye, guys.